Good Thursday evening, April 17th, and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Here are a few of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. 7 educator positions in the Eastmont School District won't be cut after the union representing teachers and staff stepped in to save the jobs. Wenatchee School District athletes and their families are invited to a community forum to meet finalists for the open athletic director position at Wenatchee High School. Expect sunny skies with warmer temperatures tomorrow and then breezy and cooler weather for the Easter weekend. Your full local weather forecast is coming up. 2 Moses Lake residents are dead after a head-on crash near Othello on Wednesday. The Washington State Patrol says driver Cesar Hernandez, who's 28 years old, and his passenger, 20-year-old Angel Valenzuela, were pronounced dead at the scene on Highway 17, about 5 miles north of the town in Adams County. Troopers say Hernandez, driving a 1998 Mercury Sable, attempted to pass another vehicle while southbound and collided with an oncoming Ford Taurus. 2 other passengers in his car, ages 18 and 20, were injured, along with 3 people in the Taurus, all from Othello. Troopers say the decision by Hernandez to pass in a no passing zone was at fault in that accident. 7 educator positions in the Eastmont School District won't be cut after the union representing teachers and staff stepped in to save the jobs. In February, the Eastmont School Board voted to reduce $2.6 million to maintain a healthy savings fund, which would have resulted in staff cuts. According to Natalie Hoback-Noyd, president of the Eastmont Education Association, the union worked with members to determine what financial concessions could be made to save the jobs. The union agreed to accept adjustments to personal day buyouts, professional development days, and beneficiary plans. The district says the preserved positions will help reduce class sizes, maintain student support programs, and ensure access to student services. 60 community health professionals in Okanogan County are sounding the alarm on potential cuts to Medicaid. In a health impact statement, the professionals warned the loss of Medicaid would put people across the country, quote, further into crisis. The group says 78% of children served throughout Okanogan County are on Medicaid, and 80% of the budget for the county behavioral health organization comes from Medicaid. Additionally, the group advocated for the State Recovery Navigator program, which is at risk of being cut from the state budget. The statement was signed by Confluence Health CEO Andrew Jones and Okanogan County Public Health Officer James Wallace, among other medical and social work professionals. Public hearings got underway in Olympia this week as Democrats in control of the state legislature released new proposals to bring in more revenue and close the state's multi-billion-dollar shortfall. Murrow News fellow Albert James walks us through some of the taxes they're considering and how they're being received by the other side of the aisle.
Neither budget, however, is close to one that I can sign for 2 key reasons.
After Governor Ferguson told legislative Democrats their budget proposals had far too much in taxes and couldn't rely on a wealth tax, Senate Democratic Budget Leader Noel Frame says Democrats in both chambers have come up with new options to balance the budget before session ends on April 27th.
We are still asking some of the wealthiest individuals in the state to do their part and pay what they owe in taxes.
The new proposals include increasing business taxes, capital gains and estate taxes, and extending the sales tax to computer services like web design and software development. Democrats are still proposing removing tax exemptions deemed ineffective or obsolete. They're also looking to lift the 1% property tax revenue growth cap to account for population growth and inflation, though they've put a cap at 3% and are looking to expand exemptions for seniors and people with disabilities.
In the place where I grew up, Battleground, you're looking at maybe an increase of $16, $17 more per year. Up in Seattle, where I represent today, with a higher median home price, you're maybe looking at a little bit like $25 more a year. So these are reasonable increases to fund our core public services here in Washington State.
The governor's office didn't immediately respond to a request for comment on the new proposals, but Frame says budget leaders have been in communication with Ferguson's team about what revenue options are at their disposal.
All in all, things in Olympia are a mess right now.
Much like with the previous tax package, Senate Republicans are staunchly opposed to the new revenue proposals. They continue to rally against increasing the cap on property tax revenues, arguing it'll make renting or buying a home more unaffordable. They also argue tax increases on businesses will ultimately be passed down to consumers through higher prices.
Anytime that someone tells you that they want to tax business, what they really mean is they want to tax you. They just don't want you to know that they're taxing you.
The new revenue proposals are slated to be voted out of a Senate committee on Friday. In Olympia, I'm Albert James reporting.
When we come back, the Trump administration's slowdown of federal grants to local agencies is impacting programs at the Chelan County Sheriff's Office. And Microsoft has announced the construction of a unique new recycling center in Quincy. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Merry Maids can clean your entire home, business, or vacation rental from top to bottom, inside and out. Merry Maids will even take care of cleaning your carpets, and they can pressure wash your home. Merry Maids has thousands of happy customers. They've been cleaning homes and businesses in our valley for over 25 years. Check out their glowing reviews at merrymaidesofwenatchee.com and call the cleaning experts, Merry Maids, to get your free estimate. Your satisfaction is guaranteed, so relax. It's done.
It's Click It RV's 4th annual Family RV Sales Event, April 16th through the 19th. Get amazing discount prices from manufacturers from across the country, like Grand Design, StarCraft, and more. And get $2,500 over NADA for your trade. There's amazing financing with nothing down, low rates, and no payments for 90 days. And talk about giveaways. Win a StarCraft trailer or $30,000 in cash. There's free refreshments and games for the whole family. And just for fun, dunk your salesman in the dunk tank. So beat the coming tariffs and don't miss the 4th annual Family RV event at Click It RV, April 16th through the 19th.
Caught in a conflict? Family? Workplace? Neighbor? Business? Housing disputes? Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center provides mediation services, a cost-effective and efficient way to provide a written resolution to disputes and issues. Plus, we offer mediation training and community education on conflict resolution and communication skills. Contact us to learn more.
The Trump administration's slowdown of federal grants to local agencies is impacting programs at the Chelan County Sheriff's Office. Sheriff Mike Morrison tells NCWLIFE News one of the projects affected is the $660,000 project to equip all deputies with body-worn cameras to be paid for with the Justice Department grant approved last year. Morrison says there's still $18,000 worth of purchases to be reimbursed in that effort. The Sheriff's Office has also been promised $20,000 from the U.S. Forest Service to help pay 2 deputies who patrol the Chelan County forest roads. Morrison said that money is now on hold even as the season for backcountry rescues approaches.
I mean, right now we have our Forest Service deputies that are out there, and we do get federal funding through the U.S. Forest Service, but right now that's kind of in limbo as we're waiting to see what funds are going to be freed up for them. We also have a $250,000 grant that's currently out there. We were waiting to hear if that was going to be approved or not. That's been a slow response back. And then you've had the U.S. Forest Service, National Parks coming to the Sheriff's Office saying, can you assist us? I mean, National Parks had asked, is there a way that you might be able to put a deputy up in Stehekin for the summer? We get that they're asking for assistance because they're short funded. And same with U.S. Forest Service. And talking with them, they said they will not have their seasonal rangers up there doing patrol. And through the enchantments and Kolchak, that's concerning to us because the information clearly has gotten out there that there's not going to be anyone up there policing. So when that happens, more people want to come to those areas. Typically, a majority of those individuals are responsible, but you do get a large percentage that are not responsible, unprepared, and that turns into a search and rescue on us. It's a drain on resources. So again, we're wondering, all right, so if you guys are cutting back on your services and now it's going to cause our services to have to be requested more frequently, that's going to be a burden to the county. How do we pay for this? Typically, we'd have our Forest Service contract that would come in place. Since coming into office, I've transitioned it from 1 U.S. Forest Service deputy to 2. That was just for our own increased presence for the county and the citizens we represent. But now being asked to take those resources, in a sense, backfill in for the Forest Service, it's not fair, and especially when the funding that typically goes to help pay for those positions is frozen. We were given an additional $20,000 we talked about in the beginning of the year. That's also been put on hold. And talking with our captain, that we we discuss our contract with most frequently. It sounds like they will be open sooner than later, but I want to make sure that the time that we're putting into patrolling the Forest Service land is still being reimbursed, even though funds are being shut down.
Wenatchee School District athletes and their families are invited to a community forum to meet finalists for the open athletic director position at Wenatchee High School. The search for a new athletic and activities director began in March after current director and Wenatchee High School principal Eric Anderson was promoted to a district-level position. Attendees at the forum will hear from 3 candidates and provide feedback to the district. The finalist names will be announced at the event. The forum will be held in the high school commons on Thursday, April 24th at 7 p.m. Microsoft has announced a collaboration with Western Digital, Pedal Point Recycling, and Critical Materials Recycling to transform 50,000 pounds of retired drives and hardware into rare earth elements at various circular centers, including one in Quincy. Rare earth elements are metals including lutetium, neodymium, and lanthanum, which are used for electronic hardware due to their magnetic and luminescent properties. Microsoft began building circular centers in 2020. Those facilities process the reuse and recycled of retired equipment. Though Microsoft is currently a year ahead of schedule to meet its goal of zero waste by 2030, this new collaboration will further progress the company towards achieving its goal. The Washington Circular Center in Quincy will aid in the new partnership with its efforts to recycle 12,000 servers per month. Coming up next in tonight's feature story with the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society, we will introduce you to a little Chihuahua with a big heart. Sunny with temperatures near 70 tomorrow before we see breezy and slightly cooler weather conditions on Saturday. I'll have all the details coming up in your full local weather forecast. That and much more still to come tonight. Please stay with us.
Bring the whole family up to Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house in historic downtown Chelan. Applewood smoked brisket, street-style tacos, and our award-winning barbecue rubs and sauces. Our meals pair perfectly with our exciting lineup of craft ales, made right here in Chelan. We've got room for big groups, or give us a call for catering. So grab the kids and check out the fun at Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house located in the heart of Chelan.
Hi, I'm Amanda Walden with A. Walden Insurance Group. Medicare can be overwhelming, but you don't have to figure it out alone. I've been helping people understand their Medicare options for over a decade. Medicare isn't a one-size-fits-all. I'll help you understand your coverage options so you can feel confident in your decisions. Let's find the right Medicare plan for you. Call me today or come and see me at my office located on South Chelan Avenue in Wenatchee between the YMCA and the Social Security office. I look forward to meeting you soon.
It's Click It RV's 4th annual Family RV Sales Event, April 16th through the 19th. Get amazing discount prices from manufacturers from across the country, like Grand Design, StarCraft, and more. And get $2,500 over NADA for your trade. There's amazing financing with nothing down, low rates, and no payments for 90 days. And talk about giveaways. Win a StarCraft trailer or $30,000 in cash. There's free refreshments and games for the whole family. And just for fun, dunk your salesman in the dunk tank. So beat the coming tariffs and don't miss the 4th annual Family RV event at Click It RV, April 16th through the 19th.
It's time now for Pause for Pets with the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. Tonight's segment features a Chihuahua with a big heart and a love of tennis balls. This little guy is sure to steal your attention and win your affection. Meet Jeremy.
Hi, I'm Corley with Wenatchee Valley Humane Society, Animal Care Manager. And today I have a little dog for you guys. This is Jeremy. Jeremy is our goofy, we think like probably 3 years old, Chihuahua mix. And he is just the funniest little guy, and I'm totally in love with him. Yes, he's so playful and happy. Yes, you are. Hi, buddy. We got Jeremy in as a stray a couple weeks ago. And so we don't know a lot about him, but we have fallen in love. Yes, come here. He's super playful, loves tennis balls, even though they look to be bigger than his head. He will carry them around like it's his favorite thing. And he's super affectionate, just wants nothing else but to be with you and in your lap. He loves being carried around. He is just, I don't even have to have him leashed right now. He's just, he just wants to be with me. Yes, hey buddy, what are you gonna do? You gonna shake? Yes, he loves stuffed animals. He's just such a great little guy, and we don't know why he hasn't been adopted. He's so perfect in every way. Yes, you are. Hi. He's even pretty quiet. He has this cute little low bark that he does sometimes, but for the most part, he's just so full of joy. We don't know how he is with cats because, he was a stray. Yeah. He doesn't seem to react badly to any of our dogs here, so that would probably be okay if you have another dog in the house. But as usual, we always advise that you bring your dog in to meet our dogs. So Jeremy's favorite game is fetch, but he's really good at dropping them for you too. You'll throw it and he'll bound after it like it's the best thing in the world, and then he'll bring it right back to you and drop it because he wants you to throw it again. He's also got really good recall. When you call his name, he comes immediately. He is just all about his people, like I said before. Belly scratches. He just wants to be with you all the time. Yeah. He is still learning his commands, but I think that he could learn really quick because he really wants to please, and he really loves treats and his toys. Yeah, I think he would pick it up. So if you would like to come and meet Jeremy, we are open Thursday through Tuesday from 12:30 to 6, and you can make an appointment to come on Wednesdays, and we would love for you to come meet our boy.
Give them a call at 509-662-9577 or visit their website at wenatcheehumane.org.
Time now for a check of your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope you enjoyed this beautiful Thursday. All kinds of sunshine out there outside our weather window from this afternoon up to beautiful Lake Wenatchee. And look at all of the blue sky. We all enjoyed that all across North Central Washington today. And just a beautiful shot from our tower camera up that way. And as we move into planting season, yeah, a lot of us are thinking about that garden. Some folks already planted some flowers, and here we go with the average last freeze of the season. And look at that, among all of the areas in the Spokane Weather Service area, I should say, we are the earliest to avoid frost. Supposedly April 8th and on, we're in good shape, but I'll tell you what, I've been burned from that before. But Moses Lake, your last frost generally around April 22nd, Ephrata April 26th. Omak, you have to wait until about May 6th before you get things in the ground up north there. But boy, we should be good to go here in the Wenatchee area, and weather will bear that out. It was nice once again today. 65 unofficially our high temperature today. Normally we're at 62 this time of year. Our record high 85 degrees, and that was set in 1994. We started off the day at 37, 41 our normal low, and 31 our record cold, and that was set in 1964. Sunrise this morning 6:08, and the sun sets tonight at 7:54. Getting you in now to those Friday temperatures, and I'll tell you what, tomorrow is going to be just gorgeous out there. Almost all of us in the upper 60s, and that goes for Moses Lake, Ephrata, Quincy, almost at 70. We will see that in the Wenatchee area as well. Upper 60s for Eniat and Chelan. Omak, you'll see 68. Beautiful in Leavenworth and Chelan with high temperatures in the mid to upper 60s. All right, getting you into tonight, this is what we can expect. Clear skies out there. We are seeing high pressure off the western coast of the U.S. Pretty seasonal overnight lows with temperatures right around that 40-degree mark, so not a bad overnight tonight. As we get into Friday, we told you it is going to be just fantastic. All kinds of clear skies around the western U.S. and warmer. We'll see high temperatures almost for all of us near 70 degrees on Friday. And then as we get you into the upcoming Easter weekend, a few few weather changes. Mainly, we're going to see some windy conditions on Saturday, mostly sunny skies with high temperatures cooler than Friday, dropping back down into the mid-60s on Saturday. But really, not that bad. But let's have to put up with that wind in the afternoon. And then for your Easter Sunday, from windy just to breezy, I think, for Sunday. A few more clouds, too. Partly cloudy skies on Easter with high temperatures around the 60-degree mark. So we might actually be just a couple of degrees below where we should be on Easter. And then by Monday, partly cloudy skies, high pressure still parked out in the Pacific. We'll see seasonal highs with temperatures in the low 60s to kick off our next work week. For your Tuesday, just a little bit of a warm up, a lot like Monday, but maybe some more sunshine for Tuesday. Light winds as well. We'll see temperatures Tuesday in the low to even mid 60s, which would bump us up just a little bit above normal. And then by Wednesday, the nice weather continues. We will see some high clouds out there, high pressure anchored off the coast. Boy, and that ridge goes well up into British Columbia. Warmer temperatures then for Wednesday with highs in the upper 60s. Here's a look now at your 7-day forecast. 40 overnight tonight. Sunny and just beautiful for Friday with high temperatures near 70. And then as we get into the Easter weekend, a breezy start to it with mostly sunny skies and 64 Saturday. For your Easter Sunday, partly cloudy and even a little bit cooler, only 60 for a high temperature. And then we'll rebound as we get into next week. Partly cloudy and 62 Monday, mostly sunny for both Tuesday and Wednesday, 63 Tuesday and 67 your high temperature on Wednesday. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
NCWLIFE's news team is keeping an eye on North Central Washington. Join us each weekday evening at 5, 6, and 10 for the NCWLIFE Evening News, with interviews, in-depth reporting, and the kind of insights you can't find anywhere else. We're the hometown news station for the Wenatchee Valley, the Cascade Foothills, and up and down the Columbia River. Thanks for watching NCWLIFE, proud to be part of the Washington State Apple Blossom Festival.
And a good Thursday to you. The Mariners hung on to win last night and completed a series win over the Reds in Cincinnati today in a wild one. Cal Raleigh homered from each side of the plate in last night's 5-3 win over Cincinnati. The Reds tried coming back late, but Seattle held on for the win.
This ball is clobbered out to left field, sent way back there at the wall, and it bangs off the top of the fence. Julio scores. Randy Arozarena was just feet shy, if that, of leaving the yard. It's 1-0 Mariners in the first inning. Good speed at second base for Ben Williamson. Picked up a base hit in his first major league plate appearance last night.
I have that mindset. I'm going to be able to hit it out of the catcher's glove.
This is dropping, and it's in for a base hit. Here comes Dillon around third base. He's on his way home. A headlong slide, and the Mariners lead it 2-0 on Ben Williamson's first career run batted into the show. Out to right field, base hit, drives in a run. J.P. Crawford with a ribby single to right. Dylan Moore scores, and the Mariners add on another. It's 3-0 in the fourth inning. Cal Raleigh, an absolute blast out to right field. He just keeps hitting homers. Cal Raleigh has homered in 4 of his last 5 games, and that one was a bomb.
Nick Martinez has got to be like, what is going on? You're not swinging right-handed. He says he's standing in against the machine right-handed and not swinging.
Cal Raleigh, a blast to left field. It is back. It is gone over the wall. Career home run number 100 for Cal Raleigh, who has homered yet again from both sides of the plate.
Well hit to left field. One hop off the wall. Go side for Gavin Lux. Windmill on for Steer. Lux scores. Steer scores. CES plates 2. And the Reds on the board. It's 5-2. Jose Trevino, first pitch, base hit. Wave is on for CES. Rarely has a time on the day. He eats this one. One to second. Encarnacio Strand scores. Another big moment at the plate for Trevino.
Up and in from Cal, the 1-2. Bouncing up the middle, JP's got it on to first, and the Mariners win it. They win it tonight 5-3 to draw this series even at 1 game each.
Today's game turned out to be a wild one. Seattle led 4-0 at one point in the 7th inning, only to see Cincinnati take the lead in the 8th on a grand slam home run. Mariners came back in the 9th to send the game into extras and post an 11-7 victory.
Double right here would tie it.
This ball's cranked to right, hit a ton, it's back, it's deep, and it is gone! Jake Fraley, just over the wall and right, a grand slam!
Fly ball right field. Cal Raleigh just continues to absolutely mash. It is his 6th home run in the last 6 games. He is on fire. It's a 1-run game in the 9th inning.
We saw his home run from the right side, much wider base, but he's short, quick, and compact right now from that left side, and torpedoes away.
Here's the stretch by Pagan, and the pitch on the way. Swinging a well-hit ball deep to left field down the line. It is gone. Goodbye, baseball. Yes, indeed, he can tie up the game. Randy Arozarena with a line shot home run. Back-to-backers by Cal Raleigh and Randy Arozarena. We are tied at 7. This club won't give up. Randy heading home, points to the sky, and we got a brand new ball game, folks.
Ground ball, De La Cruz ranging, backhand, Dylan Moore scores. De La Cruz has no throw. Now the Mariners have kept it on the infield, and they've kept the line moving, and they have taken a 10th inning lead. It's 8-7. Here's the payoff. Ground ball up the middle, and it's past De La Cruz into center field. Mastrobuoni scores. Julio touches home plate. Randy is safe at second base, and he has opened things up in the 10th inning. It's a 10-7 Mariners lead. What a 9th and 10th inning for Randy Arozarena.
He takes a cutter right back up the middle. Again, spits on the 2-2 pitch to take it to 3-2. It was also a cutter. Puts this one in play.
Ground ball, De La Cruz deep in the hole. He bobbles it, has to rush the throw. It's dropped at first base, and Garver scores. Man, it has been a nightmare of a series defensively for one of the game's really bright young stars in Ellie De La Cruz.
1-1 to Fraley. Swung on, lifted, center field. Here comes Julio racing in. Julio right there. He makes the catch, and that is the ball game. The Mariners win the game. They win the series, and this wild ride comes to an end in Randyland as the Mariners win 11-7 here in Cincinnati.
Cal Raleigh has homered 6 times in his last 6 games. Seattle heads for Toronto tomorrow at 4 o'clock. The game, by the way, broadcast only on Apple TV+. Well, updating the American League West to the minute, Seattle improved to 10-9 and trailed Texas by a game and a half in the division. In other action yesterday, St. Louis topped Houston 4-1. Athletics beat the White Sox 3-1, and Texas downed the Angels by a final of 3-1. Hey, if you want to watch some entertaining basketball, tune into our Facebook page tonight on the NCWLIFE channel. Wenatchee Bighorns are back home at Wenatchee Valley College to host the Salem Capitals in TBL action. Grant Olson has your pregame starting at 6:45 tonight. Wenatchee looks for a little revenge against the team that snapped their 5-game winning streak last weekend in Salem. Bighorns find themselves in 3rd place in the Pacific Northwest Division of the TBL, have 4.5 games behind 12-0 Great Falls. Seattle is in 2nd place at 8-4, while Wenatchee is 7-4. Again, that game tonight at 6:45 on our Facebook page. Not a lot happening on the prep schedule for today. Chelan is hosting Brewster in prep baseball. That's it for the baseball schedule. Ephrata girls are on the road for 2 at Prosser today in fast pitch action. Quincy's playing a doubleheader at Toppenish. Wenatchee's hosting a twin bill with Moses Lake. Brewster is in Omak. Chelan is hosting Okanagan. Bridgeport playing at Liberty Bell. Prep boys soccer schedule finds Brewster at Liberty Bell. Manson is hosting Bridgeport. Othello's in Quincy. Cascade is hosting Tonasket. That, by the way, should be a good one. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Have a happy Thursday.
And that will do it for our newscast tonight. For more news from around North Central Washington, you can find us at ncwlife.com, on our social media channels, or on our mobile phone app for iPhone and Android. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. Email us at news@ncwlife.com or call 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us, and have a great night.